Hey, it's Mr. McShain back here with PE class. We are doing net games unit. Just want to go over some of our materials, but first off, what's up? Are you excited? Are you excited? Yeah, she is. All right, so here's some materials you're going to need. Some pre-workout snacks. What are you eating?
All
right, so you need some carbo loads before we get it. Just try not to do carbo loads right before activities, because then it won't feel good on your belly. All right, so here's some materials you're gonna need today. First off, like we had last time, if you have balls, always good, because net games, okay? These ones not so much because they don't bounce very well. They are fun though. Go outside, throw some football, a little side activity. But in terms of net games, you're gonna need round items, round balls. Bouncier the better, okay? Okay, bouncier, boom, the better. We also got ones, okay? If you've ever been to IKEA and one of these balls accidentally winded up in your purse because your kid took it, all right, those work too.
That's for your bath.
Okay, we use it in the bath time. Bouncy balls, good to go. Yep.
That's for me.
Yep, that's our bouncy one. Now, if you don't have balls, guess what you get to use? Who remembers, is it from last time? You get to use socks. Yep, little comedy track. There you go, socks. Great little ball thing for using, especially in the house, because they can hit the wall. I just threw it at the wall. I just threw it at my cabinet. Just hit my TV. Okay, not going to do that one again. Don't want to set an example, but you see how nice and soft. Today, you're also going to need some things where you're going to be throwing in the air. You know what's good for throwing? Napkins. Napkins, very good. They're like birdies. Then you can also do other napkins, other light things. Scarves, right? Scarves for throwing. Shorts. Shorts are a little heavier. Elastic band. T-shirts. Anything that can be tossed in the air and caught, because today's objective is, drum roll please, Ava. Okay, the objective is I can toss and catch with my hands. Today's all about tossing and catching. Let's get into some of our activities. All right. So we can do some fitness exercises to get started. I'm going to show you a couple more. Ava, you ready to show them?
Yeah.
All right, so one of the first ones we can do, these balls out of the way, this is called push-up bounce. Okay, you can eat your snack over there. There you go. So you take a ball, you get in a plank position, right? You're holding it in your hand and you're just trying to bounce it. Try to bounce it and catch it. Just simple like that. It's harder than you think. Switching hands. If you have a partner, you want to come do it with me, Ava? Okay. They get like that. I'm going to bounce it just like Daddy. Can you get in a plank position? Good. I'm going to bounce it. Try and catch it. Catch it. Good. Now you bounce it to Daddy. See, it's tough to bounce. Bounce it to Daddy. Good. And I catch it. Fun little bouncing one. You can also do it where you're trying to put something in the middle of you guys, a ball. And on 3, you're going to try and grab it. This improves our... That's okay. This is going to improve our hand-eye coordination. So on 3, you're going to try and grab it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, ready. Hands on the ground. You wait. You got to wait. Ready? You got a plank position. Feet up. Get your body off the ground. Ready? 3, 2, 1, grab it. Oh, she got it. That's a really awesome game. It's a little push-up grab. Yeah, Hunter can use that one too. Again, so the bounce and grab. You can also do it by yourself. If you're against the wall, you throw it against the wall. Bounces, throw it against the wall. Bounce, throw it against the wall. All right. Again, it's all about hand-eye coordination. Okay, so last time I was with you, we talked about how you can use these items, because we're doing net games, right? In a net game, you have a racket, you have a paddle, and so there's a lot of different techniques: forehand, backhand, overhand serve. But when you're starting out, especially with little kids, you want to start out with just balancing. Can they balance the ball on their hand? You'll find out a lot of them have trouble, because if they can't balance it on their hand like this, and when they get to a ball that moves, it's going to be tougher, right? Because then when we get to a paddle, it's being able to control your hand or control your paddle flat. You want it flat and firm. So the first thing is we do a little walking around. Ava, you want to join me? You want to try? Put it on your hand. Here you go. Here we go. See? See how she walks around with it? Go ahead. Try and balance it on your hand and walk around with it. Good. Good. Got to be able to move with it as well. Excellent. And then if you remember from last time, we then started to see if we can hit it multiple times in the air. Flat hand. Flat hand. Okay? Flat hand. Flat hand. Now, if you find that your kids are struggling with just that, with balancing it, right? You start with something easier. You start with something easier. You start with your, you start with your handkerchief. I know it seems silly, but if your kids are struggling with that, it means that they're struggling with your fine motor skills. They got to build that up first. So they get here, right? Moving around, moving around, moving around. Then we get to the ball or the sock. Then we get to the bigger balls, right? Bigger balls, bigger balls. Now, as you're moving around, this is where it gets. We keep adding on top of it. We do a little bounce and catch. Okay, every time we're moving around with the ball, bounce, re-catch it again. Re-catch it. Once we get good enough with the hands, guess what we get to move on? Some sort of paddle or racket. In the house, it makes it a little tougher. If you have a yard or a side area, much better to do this outside. But if you can't go outside, guess what you can use? A paper plate. Yeah, a paper plate. Let me show you how we do it. All right, Ava, you ready? Okay. Done with your snack? Okay, come here, Pop. Come here, Mama. So, they take the plate. You take the plate, come out here a little bit. Okay, you get a ball, and the goal is to be able to move around, balance it on the plate. Here we go. Good. 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 Oh, we got a new participant coming over. You ready? Here you go, Hunter. Here you go. There's the ball. And then again, you're just trying to balance it on the plate. If you have the rim of the plate, cool. All right, you can also challenge them for our older kids. Try and balance it without the one. Yeah. Oh. Good. If you have a soft enough ball or a light enough ball and the plate, you can start to use it and do a little bit with the plate there. Boom, 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 boom. Everybody! All right, you want to try, Ava?
I'm so hungry.
Your snacks are over there. All right, obviously, that's the beauty of being at home doing activities, is you can have snack breaks. All right, now that we have some of our warm-up or lead-up stuff, remember, if your kids are struggling at any step within there, pause, wait, work with them, all right? Work with them. You do not have to get all the stuff done. You move at their pace. If they're getting bored, move faster. If they're struggling, move slower. All right, so now that we've got our basic balance, now that we got here, this is a little bit more advanced for a lot of students, a lot of kids, right? Especially at a young age. In order to get there, first step is that hand-eye coordination. That's why we do those bounce activities where you're trying to grab the ball. Your eyes are watching the ball, your hand is moving to the ball, your body is moving to the ball. You want all those working together. Eyes, hand, body working together. Tossing and catching. All right. When we're tossing and catching, we want to emphasize the fact that we're on our toes. Hunter, you on your toes? Yes. He's also eating the ball. Okay. We want to be on our toes because we want to be able to move with our body. Also, we want soft hands. We want to be able to cradle that ball, toss and catch little by little. When you first start tossing and catching, you want it about shoulder. Little by little, it gets higher and higher to head. Above the head, and then you can start throwing in other hands, moving it from hand to hand, hand to hand, hand to hand, hand to hand. You might actually add a drop, hand to hand, hand to hand, hand to hand, hand to hand. Then you can add 2, where you throw it and one hand switches while you're going here. Excellent. For our more advanced, you might bring back in your socks and get a little juggling going. Boom, 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 boom. Or I throw it with one hand, throw it the other. I want to try and practice both, right? Because I want to try and build my hand-eye coordination in both. Now here's where it starts to get fun, right? 2 balls, throw one up, and you're trying to throw one and catch it with one hand. Now this is a little tougher for our younger kids because their hands are not big enough for it. But with our older kids, you can start to get them here. All right, boom, boom, boom. Again, both hands. I'm going to try and work with both hands. And then eventually, you're trying to get it to the point where you can do 3. I also like, if I have tennis balls, I'll bounce 3 on the ground and try and catch them and build up to that. Now your kids might not be ready for these. They might not be ready for the ball. Well, guess what? That's why we go back. We go back to our napkins, right? These are awesome. Throw them up, they float down. Easy to watch, easy to catch. Then I add 2. Throw up 1, throw up 2. Throw up 1, throw up 2. Throw up 1, throw up 2. Boom. And then even better, now I can start to juggle with these, right? And not only that, am I working on tossing and catching? Am I looking cool? But now we're ready for the circus. You ready for the circus? Okay, now we're adding in our next game. A little bounce, a little net bounce. We're adding in the net. Now I have this PVC pipe net. I built it out of some PVC pipes, right? Simple stuff. You got the platform on the bottom. Awesome, awesome little net to toss across. You could put a sheet right here, or if you have little kids that are gonna pull that sheet off, then you don't probably wanna do that. Again, if you don't have this, that's fine. Chairs, cushions, whatever. Create a line where you're trying to toss things over. All right, and so now with this one, I'm trying to toss it over, and she's gonna try and get it either in the air or before it bounces 2 times. Ava, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna throw it over, try and catch it before it bounces twice. Okay, so that was obviously a little more difficult for her, and that's fine. That might tell us we need to go back a little bit. All right, all right. All right, Ava, you ready?
Right.
Okay, so again, I can either hit it over, but I'm not ready for that. I just want to toss it over, nice and easy. Not too hard, not too far. All right, catch it, catch it, catch it. Catch it, catch it, keep going, keep going. All right, Ava, your turn now. Throw it over, and I'll try and catch it. Throw it over the post. Oh, almost. Try again. Come a little closer if you can't get it all the way over. And get it over. Nice! Here we go. Oh, get it. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Oh. Nice, try and watch that. And I do like how she's moving her body to go get it. Focus on the things that they're doing right. Nice. You see how she followed it with her hands? I'm watching my hands. I'm coming in. You ready? Watch the ball. Follow the ball. Follow the ball. And move to it, move to it, move to it. Good. Again, they're not going to get it the first time. This is fun, and we're just working up those skills. Here we go. Big throw, big throw, big throw. Oh, almost. Try again, try again. Oh, one more time. One more time. Here you go. And catch it. Yay! Nice catch. Whoa! You want to try, Hunter? All right, go ahead. Oh, that's a good try. So again, that's a game you can do with the net. Final one. All right. You can do a warm-up game, or we're gonna finish with a little bit of fun today, rather than finish with a more net game-centric activity. But this is still about moving and getting items with our hands. So this game is called Hungry Hungry Hippos. Ava, you ready to play?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's how we play. Hungry Hungry Hippos. When I say go, you're gonna race out, get one item, One item. You see the items? Yeah, so you can race out, get one item, and then you're going to run back and put it in your belly, right? And then once you put it in the bucket, you're going to race out and get another one, and we're going to see how many items you can get into your belly in 1 minute. And then guess what? Daddy's going to be doing the same thing. Mr. McShane's going to be doing the same thing. I'm going to be racing out, grabbing an item, and putting it in my belly. And we'll see whether you or me has more food in their bellies after a minute. Are you ready?
Great.
1, go! One item, and back, and back. And go, go, go. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep going. This is also a fantastic way to incentivize cleaning up. Keep going, keep going. Daddy's winning. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Go, 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 go. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. You ready to count them up?
Yeah.
All right, let's count them up. So this is also where we can add in a bit of math skills, some adding. If you have older kids, you can say each of these is worth 2 or 5 and practice a little skip counting. So let's count together. We like to count in Spanish. So this is how this is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11.
10 y 11. All right, so you had 11 items. Put your items back in the bucket.
1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11.
And
1,
10.
2,
Guess who won, Ava? You won! Yay! I didn't win. High five. Good. All right, so those are some fun activities you can do with your kids today. Hope you had a lot of fun. Ava, did you have fun today?
Yeah.
Hunter, did you have fun today? Yeah? Yeah. And now our favorite part, clean up.